Okay, let's analyze Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. If you look at Euro USD, this is the key level. Okay, and this is the upper key level. So when we analyze Euro USD since 25th July, the price is actually ranging from this to this level. So if you see, this is the exact range market where price had managed to exceed above this level where it was ranging over here, then entered into the range zone that is ranging here, and penetrated lower, is ranging over here, and penetrated within this, and I think this is a small range and stuck again in this range. Okay, when it's ranging, that means buyers and sellers are quite strong, so that's why the price is ranging. And if you see from sellers perspective, they are looking this as a very good limitation. Let me draw. Okay, this is a good limitation, and once they bring the price lower, that means buyers tried advance fail, buyers tried advance fail, buyers tried advance fail. Why they fail? Because sellers defending this price, so it dropped below this, and again buyers tried advance, sellers defending this area. So it's a very strong sell signal where sellers dominated. But what happened over here is buyers defended this price. So this is the bottom of the range market, which is over here. So buyers defended, and when sellers try to push the price lower, buyer defended, and buyers brought it to the within the channel. So sellers who defended over here are defending again over here, and buyers managed to defend the price at higher key level. So if you ask me, the price a very strong signal that buyers are waiting over here, and sellers, okay, this is very interesting. We know sellers are waiting over here, it's very clear cut, saying that whenever the price reaches here, it bounces down. Same goes here. Buyers is very clear, the buyers are defending the price, but sellers actually defending this price, and they allow the buyers to dominate them, and then they push from the higher price level, and then they push it down again. So if you ask me, sellers basically waiting in the entire zone here. Buyers are very certain here. So if you ask me, the liquidity is reducing in the market. If you can see, it's like towards the year end, it's going to be ranging, but that doesn't mean there's no opportunity. On daily chart, if you ask me, I'll place the key level over here. And this is the lower zone. Okay. If the price dropped to this level, you can buy. If the price reached to this level, you can go short. This just to be safe side. Or if you're trading on a lower time frame like H4, you should you can go long over here. You can buy here, because if you're trading on H4, you can buy here, and you have to manage your trade to this level, and this is almost under 40 pips. So Euro is ranging at the moment, and this is a very strong buy area, because if you see based on price action, market have formed double bottom, first retest and second retest. So the price is ranging, and those who have studied order flow clearance, if you ask me, you can go anywhere here as a buyer. So that's Euro USD. USD Yen. This is very clear resistance area. Buyers defending this zone. There's a minor key level somewhere here. Okay. I mean, it's actually ranging. It's a very clear range market. So if you want to take advantage of this market, you can go short over here. You can sell here and you can place your take profit here or over here. This is a better area to go short because like already 4 attempt market each time reach this exact level 114.20. Sellers are defending, so there are pending orders being placed here constantly. So this is like a flipping desk where they will defend this price. So if at all the price break above this level, you can become a buyer. You can buy at 114.20. Your next take profit going to be this area. So you can take down the price 114.20. The target is 118.20. Oh, that's about 400 pips gain on both sides. Either it's going to drop 400 pips or it's going to go 400 pips above. Roughly, this is the pattern. Every year, if you guys observe from this year, February, March to July, August, it's a very good month. So the predictions, everything was fantastic. Towards year end, after November, December, the accuracy will drop because players are taking off and uh, year end, a lot of changes will be taking place. So if you can, the best way is to stay out of the market. If you still want to practice gain experience, I think your volume should reduce, risk exposure. Okay. So Euro USD from here to this, USD JPY, you can go short here, or if it penetrate above, you can be a long at 114.20. GBP USD. One thing very certain, GBP USD, I can see that uh, buyers are defending this price 1.30 constantly, and sellers are defending this price. So this is actually in a range market. If at all the price reach here with a confirmation, you can go short, bring the price down, and that's almost 500 pips. Or if the price reach here first with a confirmation, you can bring the price higher. So there's opportunities here. Actually, if you just focus on daily chart with a confirmation, your life will be so much easier. Okay, let's look at over here. Is there any confirmation over here that's a selling sign? H4. Let's look at H4. If you just your price action trader, assume that you already know price is ranging, right?
Yes.
Ranging. Okay, this is a first sign where you only can see setups in a corrective movement, not in an impulsive movement. This is an impulsive movement.
Okay.
So it's a corrective movement. Can you see any setups?
No.
Okay, if you cannot see the setup, no worries. Did the market move higher or lower, breaking the range? Range over here, right? Low, right? So the market fall lower, price fall lower, retest. Any confirmation? Is it valid?
Perfectly.
You go. This is like 75 pips stop loss. Because this is the next key level over here. If you have entered the trade here, your next key level is over here, the 130 pips. The next key level is going to be over here, 216. Next key level is 415. 415. So it really reacted that. So the 3 TP would have taken. Why this trade is very successful? Because you look at daily chart and you're taking the highest price of the daily chart. You see the corrective movement. This you base this based on the previous data. This is the key level, resistance area. It penetrated, and it's forming another limitation over here. So you mark that limitation. Once it's break from that level, your next target is over here. You don't target to this level. I mean, this itself. Once it's break below the resistance, retesting, a lot of sellers are accumulating. Whatever happened over here is called fake movement. This one. Let me highlight that. Let's look at weekly chart. Then you can see a bigger picture. Okay, we cannot see that. Okay, this looks like almost like a pin bar, but the indecision candle. So this is the resistance area. Sellers defending here. What they did was they brought the price higher. They consolidate here. A lot of people will be buying here because they believe that the resistance already broke. Then they brought the price lower and pull back. So you have to stay very clear where. Another example here. If you know it's a like this one, this range, right? If it penetrate higher and retesting second, this area should be only be buying area. You don't go short. But if at all, see, okay, what's the difference between this scenario and this scenario? It's ranging, it penetrate higher, and is landing above this zone, you know. But in this case, it penetrated, but it closed within the range immediately. So there's two things. They okay, let me show. I think many people are making mistake on this. This is a resistance area, right? It penetrated, immediately it closed below. This one, it penetrated. This is second retest. There's a lot of sign that's going to go up. So you must know where's the range. All the market are actually ranging. If you see, let me show you the range. This is corrective movement. This is a corrective movement. This is corrective movement. This is a corrective movement. This is a corrective movement. And this is corrective movement. Correct? So it's actually ranging here. You can take advantage as a seller, take advantage as a buyer. Once it's penetrate lower, let the market establish the range first. Then you can take advantage as a seller. You can take advantage as a buyer. Once this one flip, the price fall lower, let the market establish the range. You can take advantage as buyer. Then this is the breaking point, impulsive move. Then once it's break above, be a buyer. Once this level is penetrated, be a buyer. So actually it's a corrective movement, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. So if you can segment the market, where's the market is, only take position on top and low. Do not go like, we might be excited and stuck in between, you know. Then you see, hey, why do you bought at the center? USD CHF, I mean GBP USD on the daily chart. If you ask me, I'll wait at the highest price or lowest price of it, and this range is like almost 500 pips. So I'll wait for the market to reach this level, then I'll be a seller, or over here. USD CHF, any input? If you see on a weekly chart, it's a perfect range market. Sellers are defending this price, buyers defending this price. So it's a very good range market. Probably you can mark the price, and on daily chart, okay, we mark this as seller zone. And we mark this as a buyer zone. So now the price is just like I would say about 280 pips away from the selling zone. So if you go to daily chart, okay, at the moment, yes, buyers have defended here. They broke above this level. Now buyers defending this price. So there's high chance for the price to reach to this level, 1.01 level. So a lot of sellers are waiting over here. And if I see a confirmation here, setup plus confirmation, then I'll go short, because I wouldn't just take confirmation, because if you see this entire area is a bit choppy. So the entire area is
Very good.
so
Very good.
USD CHF, if you see the past how you reacted, see it form a good setup, shoulder head shoulder. Can you see shoulder head shoulder, penetrate lower? There's a lot of confirmation, a lot of confirmation, yet the price was hitting all the traders stop loss, then it dropped. So I can expect the same thing over here, where the price might react here. Even those who traded here would have hit stop loss many times. The market is a bit choppy. You have to trade differently. If you think you are like beginner, stay out of the market. That will be a good best advice. Okay, USD CHF. USD CAD is a very clean chart.
Oh, USD already.
USD CAD.
What
We going to be okay, based on what I thought just now, shared just now. Which one is the range market? This range market. Okay, let's mark all the range market. That means a corrective movement. Then you will understand something over here. See, when the market how do you know it's a corrective movement? You must wait for 2 point, two touch on resistance, two touch on support. This is the first touch, second touch. You can consider this zone the second touch, and so this first touch, this second touch. So once market established these 2 points, the third time when the price reaches here, you can take advantage. And third time the price reaches here, you can take advantage. This is upside. So you must know which where's the market. Is it ranging or what? If you can take position with the trend, it will be more favorable.
The bottom one, the third touch is breaking.
Which one?
The bottom.
This one?
Yeah, you see when they here it's about the same level.
Uh-huh.
By the time it touch here, it's break already.
You have to trade with confirmation.
Uh,
If you're going aggressive entry, like just simply placing order, it's not going to be easy. So if you can go for confirmation, wait for confirmation. Do you see any confirmation here? Okay, assume you place, I mean, average this is the area,
yeah, there's a pin bar,
Okay.
but you yeah, I don't know if it hits stop loss or not. This pin bar.
Which one? This one? This one.
Yes, this pin bar, yeah.
I mean, if you
If
take
there's
the,
a confirmation,
I mean, if you take this as a confirmation, where's your next key level? How are you going to manage your trade? This is your target already, you still exceed the position. Now the idea is, because many are being stuck in the range market, they go and take position at the center. You must identify the corrective movement. You must think at the bottom of the corrective movement. If you see over here, the current situation, is it good price to buy?
no,
I don't know whether it's a good price to sell also, because uh, buyers are dominating you. Why you want to go sell in a bullish market? You see, this is the corrective movement where market try to break, fail, penetrated, retest, drop. Do a correction here, impulsively move above, being corrective, drop, retest, drop, corrective, impulsive, corrective. Once there's an impulsive move higher level, this entire thing is impulsive move, market is stuck here. So the price is like ranging and higher and higher, creating new high. This is the first touch, second touch, first touch for support. This is the second touch. Once this happen, sellers like Niraj, there'll be sellers waiting it to go short. So if you ask me, I'll be looking like, I'll rather buy over here or sell at the extreme price with confirmation. And okay, you cannot be trading this confirmation because this 2-bar reversal. Okay, this is another mistake that a lot of traders does, I believe. This is a 2-bar reversal, right? You place your conservative trades over here, your stop loss here. Okay, what happened in this scenario?
No one knows actually, but it's a lot of things actually.
But based on what we see is this is one of the
Okay,
Yeah,
you should discard this because logic, because the 2-bar reversal, if at all the 2-bar reversal is somewhere here, you got room to manage your trade.
yes, no.
But this is like the one single candle have erased the entire thing, and you want to go short at the bottom of the corrective movement, so you have to look into that.
some people may think this is engulfing bars, right?
This 2-bar reversal, right?
Because the
Engulf the
Previous entire thing.
uh,
No.
so that they can see
No lah. Okay, let's look at New Zealand USD. This is in a corrective movement. If you place the key level,
I was expecting to buy break.
what do you do
I was expecting to buy break.
at the
After
retest?
it broke, but
I was thinking of buying.
I thought of putting the buy anywhere. Too late already. I missed the boat. I was waiting it to break. Broke the deposit.
I was not waiting for it. I was wanting to buy at the cheapest price.
Now, if you ask me, if the price drop again to this level, you can be a buyer, 0.6950 level. If the price reach the same high or higher, you can go short. But this is a very on a bigger picture, market tried to break, failed, penetrated. So it's actually heading to this zone to go short. So with a confirmation, you can go short.
But for me, this one I feel like it's going to go uptrend.
Yeah. If the price want to go up, it has to create new low. So you can take advantage as a buyer. Okay. New Zealand USD or same chart. Gold.
Gold.
Gold should be opposite of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Down there for now.
Silver. Okay, I think last week when I mentioned silver, it's very cheap price you can buy. But I did not buy.
No confirmation, is it?
No, I mean, I don't see a confirmation. We don't have to see confirmation for silver
Right.
because now the price. Uh, I'm looking in the long term where silver. Okay, this is the price. $10 is where the bank declares silver from, based on precious. So I see like real commodity is available at cheap price, $15. So I'm looking like, okay, I want to position like probably, okay, assume my capital is $10,000. I'll position 1,000 or 2,000 USD at this price. Still, there's a downside exposure for silver. But one thing is interesting about silver, the zero, it's actually the ground zero is very small. You see, from $15 to zero. If you can manage your trade like okay, let me share with you guys. If you see gold, what's the current price now? 1 2 okay,
255.
okay, 1250. Silver is $15, $16. Okay, okay. Bitcoin now is I don't know, now we have to compare Bitcoin with gold now. It's considered people are comparing the asset. How much is Bitcoin now?
17.
18,000?
17.
70.
17,000 USD. Okay, we see the ground zero at that means we call zero here. The exposure that you have is 1,250. Okay, and the ground zero for silver is $16. The ground zero for gold, sorry, BTC, Bitcoin, 17,000. You can go in here, but what's your exposure? If you go in at 17,000, you expect the market to, let's just make 100% decent profit. You have to go, the price need to go $34,000, then you make 100%. For gold to reach 100%, it has to reach 2,500, which in historical data there's no record. But silver 16 to not 100%, 200%. How many percent is that? What's the price? 32 plus 200%, still within the range of data. Previously was 4980. So the upside exposure is possible and downside is very limited. So if you ask me, compared to these three asset classes, silver is interesting and limited downside. I can take the hit or I can rebuy if the price drop to $13 or $12, $10, because more buyers will be available. So buy the dip. But the liquidity in silver is not, the volatility won't be that much compared to Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin has a 30% to 40% volatility both sides, which is good. At the same time, if you cannot control the volatility, then this can be backfire. So if you ask me, silver is a good uh, long term. This is a good price to buy, and based on the price action, I do see a lot of buyers have positioned themselves. There are some sign of buyers entered at lowest price, correct? You guys can see that? Sellers exceeded, buyers entered massively, and that's almost like $14. So now we are in the range where any pullback is a good price to go long. What is
You
this?
got a hold if you buy or you just in and out.
Uh, I think you can hold this for long period.
Would you hold it?
Earlier I hold. I think our entry price is wrong because I entered at $26. So someone who entered at $26, if you ask me, $13, $14 is cheap because the price dropped to $13 and bounced up again to $21. So it's okay. It's falling towards the lowest range of the market. This is the correcting moment. If you can see, if you can buy anywhere here, a very good upside exposure, because anytime any war or something happens, two commodities that will shoot up is gold and silver. So the downside, because I'm comparing, there is a risk, but the downside is limited in silver compared to other asset classes. What was that? This is, what is this? Okay, never mind. USD ZAR. Wow. How come we waste this? Let's place the key level first. Wow. There's actually a limitation here, like a shoulder, head, shoulder, penetrator, retest, but there's no confirmation, but it's reacted. Once it's dropped here, retest. Okay, the same scenario that I mentioned USD CAD. This is a good area to retest, right? But what the market have done is it reacted impulsively with the two bar reversal. So you cannot go and sell here with a conservative entry. That means you're selling at the lowest price. So what you can do is wait for the price to pull back. You can go short at the highest price. Those who have studied order flow clearance, then they will enter at the highest price because the conservative entry is triggered. A pullback can go short. I think same scenario in USD CAD. Now the same mechanism have happened. Two bar reversal, drop here, but you cannot buy USD ZAR because the swap is very high. So you only take sell position. If you accidentally enter one lot, $200 will be deducted every day from your account. Yeah, I think $200. Symbol. Oh yeah, minus $256. So 10-day your $2,500 account wipe off.
So one day your account gone already. 250 different between.
Cannot lah. Buy the free.
Whatever I mentioned is long term,
Yes, yes.
If you see this monthly chart, it took almost 1 year to the price to reach 7,000 pips. I'm going in, not you buy now, tomorrow or next week you close the position. I'm saying that you buy here, you have a better upside exposure compared to uh, very little downside. But I'm looking to grow part of my wealth on long term on this.
It's very
Stop loss? No stop loss. Stop loss at 0. So you have to calculate. If you're
Calculate your money.
how to calculate? So you must take your $10,000, dilute. What was this? It's about $16. So if you think you want to slot in everything now, your $10,000 dilute into $16, your stop loss at 0. That means you don't need to place stop loss. No? Treat this like a stock market where you entire equities. But earlier I bought, it was just ranging for a couple of years. Because my target was $50. I never exceeded with any, but I entered the highest price. That was before I know price action and everything. I entered the highest price, hoping the price will shoot up like this. So just ranging. So now price is at a cheaper price where people are not taking advantage. See, common sense, you know. If you couldn't buy something, if it's like 30% or 40% discount, will you buy or cry? You buy. But when we buy and price drop, we don't take advantage. We say, your price have dropped. That's where you should take advantage. So you have to include that in your money management.
So what is that? There's no demand, then the price will drop. If there's a demand, it's thinking the price will drop. Because silver demand. They expecting this war.
Silver is always in demand because it's
Industrial usage.
a lot, very high industrial usage.
Compared to gold, I think silver is a high usage.
Even more than gold.
Oh, okay.
Gold, I have one friend in Ipoh. He does, he sells scavenge all these IT products.
Okay. USD ZAR, if there's a pullback, you can take advantage. USD Mexican dollar. Wow, it's a nice chart. The price is ranging here. It penetrated, retest, drops, ranging here again. It entered into the zone again. Now it's the highest price. Okay, I can give you a good signal here. 19.2020 22.42.8, this area. It's working as a flipping desk. When the price reaches here, you can trade with the confirmation or without confirmation. Without confirmation will be slightly risky. You sell here, place your stop loss above the previous high. Your next take profit is going to be here. If at all the price penetrates, okay, this is the first scenario. You can sell above this area, place your stop loss at the previous spike. Second, if you see an impulsive candle like this, at the retest, be a buyer. Your stop loss is below the impulsive candle. Okay, now let's flip. Any opportunity in Euro USD? Yes, if it react to this level. So since I know there's opportunity in Euro USD, I'm going to go to all the Euro pairs, cross pairs, Euro GBP, Euro AUD, Euro Swiss franc, Euro yen, Euro New Zealand dollar, Euro CAD. Okay, Euro GBP is a very good zone. Okay, this is a buyer zone. This seller zone. I think the market is ranging. This is a seller zone. So if you can mark this, and if you see happen to see a confirmation here, you can take an advantage. If you see on the upside exposure, this is a good 2-bar reversal, but not really tested here. But if you want to enter here, it's too low. You can take advantage over here, place your stop loss above. This is a good pin bar where the conservative entry is triggered order flow clearance took place, a lot of sellers entered, their stop loss above this level, price drop. But at the moment I don't see any confirmation here, but price just hovering here. If you see from sellers perspective, they are actually forming a long impulsive candle. Can you see that? So
Also defending the
buyers defending and sellers also defending here. So if the price drop below and retest, you can go short. If the price reach here, form a confirmation, you can go long. So it
Usually
depends.
The confirmation is before the key line.
Confirmation on the key level.
on
On the key line.
On the key level. Okay. Euro Audi. Okay, it's interesting.
buy.
Buy a direct. Market tried break, failed, penetrated, but buyers defended this zone and entered to new territory. Now, I think we should use Fibonacci here. It's reacting at the 61%, which happened to be the key level. But there's no confirmation here. If you can keep this straight, next week if you see a confirmation like a pin bar, you can go long, stop loss here. Your first take profit here, second take profit here, third, and you can grow the trade. Euro Audi. Euro Swiss franc. Oh, stay out of euros. No, you still can trade this chart, this pair, but okay.
This one
Hmm.
two pips my sell limit at
What is that?
2 pips my sell limit at least selling at top.
Ah,
2 pips isn't
yeah, it's a good resistance area. See, sellers defended this price, but buyers are defending higher and higher. So
short term short
uh,
term
uh,
go for short term.
stay out of this market. Euro yen, a very good market. I think this is a very good uh, upper key level. This is a lower key level. Okay, why I see this key level? Okay, you can actually place your okay. Please buy at the bottom because this is a very good range market. This might be like a 200 Audi. Could be ranging.
Please buy, don't sell.
So overall, still uptrend. Sellers are strong, but buyers defending. So you can buy at the bottom. Euro yen, Euro New Zealand dollar. Nice. It's a very clear uptrend. Now, if you want to find a clear uptrend, not so easy. You see, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high. Now it's price over here. So if you want me to mark the key level over here, okay. Hmm. How many will buy over here? How many of you guys will buy?
I you know,
Come down and
I wait at the low 1.6. Yeah.
I think this is working as a flipping desk where, in fact, this is a sellers area up to this level, where sellers have entered here, and sellers are defending this entire things. if you see over here, it tried to break, fail, try to break. This is actually just fake movement. They brought the price higher and then price drop. But this impulsive move indicating that price already break the key level, the flipping does. So try to break, fail, try to break, fail, penetrated, retested. Now the price is heading to this level again. So if you ask me, a lot of buyers are waiting here with a pending order. So you can observe the chart. If there's opportunity with a confirmation, you can buy. Next target is to this level, 1.71. That's almost like 500 pips. EuroCAD, very choppy. I'm saying it's very choppy because you see, sellers are defending this price and buyers are this is a better key level because market tried to break, fail, penetrated, retest, drop. Try to break again, fail. Try to break again, fail. Temporarily broke and closed down. This face false movement and then retest, drop. But buyers are what buyers are doing in the process is they're creating new higher high, lower high. Can you see lower high? Sorry, low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay. So they penetrated higher. Again, sellers defended this price. So buyers very clearly defending this price, sellers very clearly defending this price. So based on the previous movement, if you want to take advantage on this is a bit unique market where there's a lot of wick over here, right? You want to test the market, you can place your pending order somewhere at the tip of the previous wick. Because one thing very clear in this pair, it dropped very fast and recover very fast, and it happens at this area. So if you want to take advantage, you want to wait for confirmation, you'll miss out because this is the confirmation. Price already reached higher. So you want to take advantage, place it right on the price, stop loss just below this. Okay. So you want the best is place a pending order here, and seller's pending order I think you can place somewhere here also or higher, anywhere here. Stop loss above this level.
Sellers one is bigger.
Yeah. USD CAD, there's a selling opportunity and buying opportunity here. Let's look at a cross pair of all the Canadian dollar. GBP CAD, New Zealand CAD, CAD Swiss franc, CAD yen, Aussie CAD. Okay, GBP CAD, any opportunity? It's a very clear uptrend. But what's taking place here is sellers are defending the price and price compression is taking place. Can you see that? So based on purely price action, a lot of buyers have positioned themselves. There's upside break going to take place. 240 pips, wow.
Quite rich one.
Uh, okay, actually, based on this limitation, there's a setup, right? Double bottom.
Yeah.
It created a new high, and as it pulled back within this area, this is actually order flow clearance for this 2 bar reserve. A lot of buyers have entered. Now, you want me to buy? You want to buy at this price is a bit expensive. What you can do is wait for the price to create new high, pull back with the same mechanism. You can buy at lowest price. Your stop loss just nearby here. 250 is way too big.
The stop loss quite rich, isn't it?
No, the price can pull back to this level.
If
So you
put
can
back
buy
to
here,
that level,
stop loss
that's
here.
the price.
So you can keep an eye on GBP CAD. New Zealand CAD, very interesting. This is the highest. This is the top of the corrective moment, where a lot of sellers are defending this price. They will defend this price, and buyers defended this price. So you can do two things over here. Once the price reach here, you be a seller. If it penetrate higher, retest, you can be a buyer. That's New Zealand CAD. CAD Swiss franc. The downside is a bit limited because you see buyers defending here, sellers defending here. This is between two bar reversal. Can you see that? Sellers defending here, buyers defending here. Price have to break either one direction, then you can choose the trend. At the moment it's stuck in a range, and this range is 100 pips. So if like this, you only can take, like, place a pending order at the tip of the wick, stop loss here, pending order over here, stop loss here, because it's ranging. So you know it will move down very fast and then react. Okay. CAD yen. Aussie CAD.
Oh, very costly.
Mm.
Costly bullish move in a downtrend.
80%.
So you can wait for the price to react here with a confirmation like this, pin bar. You can all in lah.
No, cannot manage anything.
Oh, you already placed pending order there. Good. But if it break, if at all it break, what you can expect is a pin bar, something like this,
Yes.
uh, rejection, hold on. Or if at all it break higher, at retest, this area will be defended as a buyer. You can bring the price higher to the next resistance area. How about USD Sing dollar? Actually, Malaysia ringgit is strengthening. No. USD Sing dollar. Okay, let's look at a weekly chart. Well, what's the view on USD Sing dollar? it's ranging. What you can do is, if you see the previous data, there's a lot of wick over here. So this is the first lowest wick, right? Those who traded based on that, they might place pending order here, simply put 30 or 50 pips, or they don't put stop loss like very near, probably 100 pips. When it triggered,
Is somebody calling to open the door? The
so but in this kind of a situation, the people will be just placing the pending order somewhere here, lowest price. This is a very good lowest price to buy, to close position here. It's actually ranging. You'll be very lucky if you can find, even you find a pin bar like this, we won't be trading because this range, in this market, what you can do is mark the lowest price, which is this one, place a pending order over here. USD Sing dollar. This is what you can do. Okay. Any other charts that you think there's a good potential this week? What US is capable of? When they started print money in 2008, sorry, Greece crisis happens, right? This goal, right? Yeah. They started print money. QE was introduced, quantitative easing. So they were printing money like $100 billion every month, $100 billion every month, and they dump it into the market. So it reduces 85 billion, 75 billion. So they will bring a. So when the more printed money available in the market, commodity price will shoot up. That is the economy rule, which all I mean everyone in the world, they believe the more US printing money, the gold price will shoot up. Economists. But what happened is, at this point, gold was shooting up. US index dollar is at the very bottom. This is where you have read in the newspaper, US going to be bankrupt soon. Have you read this news where their index has dropped to very low point? They actually reversed the entire things. A real commodity being dumped by everyone, saying that there's no value because they want to safeguard their index, they want to safeguard their country. So these guys are very capable. So they can reverse something, and they are the one who making us to react in the market. They want us to react that way. So just observe two things in the market: how US coming into the picture in any bubble, and the momentum of the bubble. Like, but now a lot of people are commenting. Their comment has to be falsified couple of times. That means the price has to go further high. Then they will be very quiet. A sudden something have to happen. Then you see a correction. But observe this as a third person, or you can put a small money, participate. Okay. Any other charts that you want to discuss? Opportunity? No.